Like the fact that the president is on 60 Minutes talking about crypto, that alone, I would not have thought we would be here.
The market feels like crap right now. It's like trying to make your bed without having hands. It's messy, it's awkward, and it's actually almost pointless. Right now, we can see that the fear and greed index is off the rails. One day we're pumping, the next day we're all panicking, including me. You lose! Now, in the middle of all this madness, what's happening though is XRP is making noise. Ripple's own engineers are floating the idea of native staking on the freaking XRP Ledger.
I guess it's not surprising then that the banking industry is not exactly thrilled about this.
The bank doesn't want competition because they've done a shitty job of serving their customers.
You guys, yeah, actual on-chain rewards for us XRP holders. No side chains, no gimmicks. It's built-in staking. And it's the kind of a shift that I actually think we are waiting for that could rewrite some of how XRP works. And if you feel that, that's basically the momentum building, right? And it's gonna get way bigger and way bigger. Now do me a favor, smash that like button if you're tired of fear winning. We're diving straight into it today. Now XRP's native staking, what's the big idea? J.A.O. Akala, I can never say the name right, Ripple's ex-head of engineers, just dropped a bombshell for us. He stated in a post that got the entire XRP community buzzing by simply stating, what if the XRP Ledger supported native staking? And it's not synthetic rewards. It's no third-party protocols. It's all native. It's in protocol staking. And that kind of change how value flows through this ledger. Now, he says that XRP already evolved beyond just being a fast settlement asset. It's powering liquidity, real-time payments, and as we know, tokenization. But he's thinking bigger. What if holders could earn yield on freaking chain while helping us secure the network? Now that does sound cool, but we're always going to ask, what is the catch? Now, XRPL is not like Ethereum or Solana. It doesn't use proof of stake. There's no slashing, and then there's no validator bans. Right now, XRPL runs on something called proof of association. Fees get burned, not redistributed. And validators aren't chosen because of stake. They earn trust through uptime and performance. So for native staking to exist, there's two critical things that we need to have being built out. One, a source of staking rewards, and two, a fair way to then distribute these rewards. Now, this isn't going to be a copy paste from Ethereum. It's more of a major protocol level shift. And that's why this is actually so exciting. Now, there's two concepts from Ripple engineers themselves. David Schwartz stated, one of the original architects of XRPL, jumped into the conversation with two experimental models. Model one is a two-layer consensus. So that would be an outer layer of validators selecting on an inner layer based on the stake. And what then we'll do is that inner group uses slashing plus staking to advance the ledger. Now, model two is a smart ZK proof, which doesn't have any validator changes. That's going to keep the existing XRPL consensus untouched, and it's going to use transaction fees to fund zero knowledge proofs. And this would mean, you guys, that nodes wouldn't even need to execute smart contracts themselves. Both would be genius, but Schwartz himself admits that that might not actually be happening anytime soon. This could be too complex, it could be too risky, and if adoption lags, it could just be wasted effort. But the question is, why is this happening now, and why does it matter to us? So let's get real. XRPL's DeFi presence is still tiny. We've only got about $75.7 million in total value locked. Now let's compare it to Ethereum and Solana. Solana's at 9.4 billion. And Ethereum's at 71 billion. For a 13-year-old chain, that's pretty underwhelming at only 75 million. But Ripple's top brass, Schwartz, Garlinghouse, and Klee, are no longer content with XRP just being a payments rail. They're openly right now pushing you guys for XRPL to evolve into a full DeFi platform. They want it to have staking, smart contracts, and programmability baked in. Now, another thing is, though, XRP's ETF. Now, here's where it's going to get wilder. The Canary Capital XRP ETF just launched. And you guys, in under a day, it's had $245 million of inflows. And that's more than BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF did at launch. And while inflows cooled to right about 27 mil on day 2, that fund already holds over 120 million XRP, which is worth about $275 million. And this is from one of the smallest asset managers. Now, imagine what happens when Grayscale, Bitwise, Franklin Templeton, Wisdom Tree, 21 Shares all drop their own XRP ETF. And yes, those filings are already sitting on the stressful SEC's desk. Now, what does that mean? It could mean that the number could hit $10, $20, $15. And let's break it down, right? So if all 7 ETFs, including XRPC, bring in just 800 million per month for 1 year, that's about $9.6 billion in fresh capital buying XRP. And now if we apply that to a constructive 100x market cap multiplier, which many analysts do actually agree that it is realistic for ETFs, before I get the comments, we're looking at around 960 billion in potential market cap growth. And add that to XRP's 136 billion right now, boom, we're at over $1 trillion. And then if we divide that by XRP's 60 billion circulating supply, we're going to land at around $18 per XRP. And you guys, that's a 720% increase from today's price at around $2.23. But there is going to be price lag for now. And if you're wondering why XRP's price isn't exploding, here's my opinion. ETFs don't pump the price overnight. That's one. Bitcoin did not go vertical right after BlackRock launched. IBITS either. It took weeks of slow accumulation, but make no mistake, this is the accumulation phase. We're in that right now, really. Staking and ETF inflows plus DeFi is technically a triple threat, and XRP is finally waking up to it, right? I do know that this video dropped a lot of knowledge, and if it helped, if it made you any smarter or richer, just drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and drop your moonshot pick in the comments. Do you also believe in XRP staking is the unlock we've been waiting for? Another question, could XRP push past $10, maybe even $18 like I just gave you the math for? Let me know below. I do read every comment and I reply the minute I can. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.